More reaction to the situation on the ground in Afghanistan. We are joined by a Republican congressman from Virginia, the 1st District. He's also the vice-ranking member of the House Armed Services Committee, Rob Wittman. Congressman, thank you for taking time. Let's get right to it. You are on the Armed Services Committee. What is the latest intelligence you can share with us with what you are hearing about what's happening on the ground there in Kabul?
Well, Griff, there are several things. One is that there are still Americans that need to be evacuated. Secondly, is that there's still significant risk to our military members on the ground. And we are still facing a deadline that the president refuses to move. I believe the deadline needs to be extended. I don't think we should be at the mercy of the Taliban telling us when to get out. This needs to be about a single purpose and a single purpose only, and that is getting every American out of Afghanistan. And we should not have the timeline dictated to us by the Taliban. And the Taliban needs to know that if they get in our way of evacuating Americans, that there will be a swift and deadly response if they do that. That's where we need to be, I believe, at this point.
Congressman, about a week ago, you were driving the calls for extending the deadline. That is clearly not going to happen at this point. And as you point out, I was reporting at the State Department all this week. Yesterday, they finally told me that there's roughly 500 people they're in contact with that are believed to be wanting to get out. What are you hearing, and how concerned are you about their ability to get out after this deadline passes, which the president seems to be sticking to?
Griff, I believe it's going to be very difficult for them to get out. I believe they're going to be at great risk getting out. One of the things that's led to that risk is this administration giving the names of those Americans, those U.S. citizens, to the Taliban, as well as those Afghans in the special immigrant visa program. That, to me, puts their lives on the line. Why we would do that is beyond me. If those people can't get out by the deadline, they are at risk, and they've been put at risk by the Biden administration.
We are in a fluid, chaotic, and highly dangerous situation, Congressman, and I do not intend to point fingers. But when you talk about American citizens and the SIV applicants, it's abundantly clear that some Americans, a smaller number, but some Americans are likely to be left behind, but yet thousands, if not tens of thousands of SIV applicants are going to be left behind with fewer options to get out after the deadline. My question is, what could they have done differently to avoid the situation we're in now?
The Biden administration should have planned for this. Remember, they did this in reverse. They evacuated the military first and left behind U.S. citizens and these Afghans who have helped us, these special immigrant visas. It should have been done the opposite. We should have focused on getting those individuals out safely, made sure that they were out, as well as all this equipment that we left in the hands of the Taliban. That should have been done first. The United States military should have been the last to evacuate. They got it backwards. They had no plan. We see the conditions now in Doha. This administration has failed at every turn. And Griff, that's why I believe we need this Afghanistan commission, a 9/11 style commission to get to the truth and facts about how we find ourselves at this point, which I believe is extraordinarily regrettable and entirely avoidable.
Is there bipartisan support for that?
I believe there is. I believe that the speaker allows that to come to the floor. I think there are a lot of people on the other side of the aisle that do want to get to the truth and the facts about the entirety of what happened in Afghanistan from the very day we went in to now. We have a right to know. We have a right to get to the truth and facts of the situation. The American people have a right to know. This needs to happen immediately.
And lastly, Congressman, just with about 20, 30 seconds here left, you come from a heavily military family district. Are you hearing any stories, any situations that are of high concern to you?
I have, Griff. I've talked to folks across the district, many military families deeply concerned not only about their loved ones that are downrange, but also the state of mind of our veterans now who feel betrayed in what's happened there in Afghanistan for all the effort that they put into it. Also, we have a very large population of Afghans here in the district. We're hearing on a daily basis, we're working hundreds of cases to get those individuals out of Afghanistan.
Congressman Rob Wittman, thank you for your time. Keep us posted as you get information, if you will, please.